All right, ladies and gentlemen, the post-game press conference with Smith College after the national championship game. NYU 51, Smith 41. Coach, players, initial thoughts.
Just congratulations to NYU. And, obviously super proud of our team's effort tonight. Thought we battled, especially on the defensive end. Had a really good defensive effort, controlled the boards, out offensively, rebounded them, did a really good job on some of their key players. I thought our defensive game plan was really solid, only giving up 51. So on that side of the ball, I thought we really executed well and, gave us a chance, to make plays down the stretch and see if we could close the gap in the fourth. And, ultimately it was a really good team effort on that end of the ball. So I think, we showed why we were here defensively. And offensively, we had some looks that we just didn't get the right touch on. And, obviously the sagging on Jesse, we were trying to work through that throughout the game. I thought we kept our composure and tried to do a couple different things to get us some good looks down the stretch. And I thought, Sophia played extremely well inside. She kind of, which was really important. But fell a few buckets short, a few plays here and there short. But, I'm going to sit here and just kind of say I thought our effort and our ability to fight and, really play tough physical basketball and really make NYU work tonight. I thought that was something we did extremely well and, really proud of our crew for buying in and putting forth that type of effort tonight. That's something they'll always have. And, it's what we came here to do, was battle for 40 minutes, and that's what we did.
Yeah, Sophia, 19 points, 10 rebounds. You were matched up against two very big defenders against NYU. Kind of, what was that battle like for you underneath?
Yeah, we knew coming into the game that they were probably going to go single coverage on me. So that was really an emphasis to, get the ball inside and go one-on-one and be confident. Looked at some old clips, just went through film, and, I trust my team, and they have a lot of trust in me too. So I went to work, and I found a lot of success in that, but that's also because my teammates were able to find me and trusting in the plays and the coaches. So I just went to work on my one-on-one matchup.
Yeah, and Coach, just there toward the fourth quarter, the team started to look more from three. What was the adjustments that were made there?
Well, we're a team that kind of functions, inside driving and being able to have our shooters shoot, and I think NYU did a really good job. They didn't rotate off our shooters at all, which is why we got the dumps that we did get in the game. And, I think we were trying to maximize that as much as we could. We had some empty possessions that hurt us, and, that's on us. And, wish we could get those plays back. But, ultimately, we had to rely on our defense today. And as we were trying to figure out ways to be able to continue to score and get others involved, that kept it close, and that's what we wanted to do going into the game. So, we were 2 for 10 from three, so some of them did not fall.
Sure.
Coach, is it fair to say defensively you got the game that you wanted? Offensively, the story is just missed opportunities?
Definitely got the game we wanted defensively. NYU has a lot of offensive firepower. Held them to 51. I thought the second quarter was really important for us. And we had a +3 in that quarter. Kept it close at halftime as a 2-point lead. I think offensively, we had some looks that just didn't fall, and they were good looks. Good quality possessions, good execution of our sets. And then there were some possessions where we probably needed to be better, and that's probably, that's the truth, right? So it's a little bit of execution, a little bit of shots missed, but it's going to happen in a game, right? So you got to be able to adjust and adapt. And when that was happening, I thought we grinded, kept our composure, and just continued to get stops, right? And, we were in striking distance. And again, down the stretch, we just had some shots that didn't fall. So, I think our game plan was good, and this is part of the game of basketball. I think this is what you learn through it, right? It's for us, it was about our ability to come in here and truly give the effort we wanted to give. Shots falling is a part of it, right? Sometimes they go, sometimes they don't. But the controllables are execution of the game plan and our ability to defend with energy, effort, purpose. And I thought those factors we controlled really well tonight. And I thought our team, didn't take a possession off. We were grinding through the whole 40.
And to that point, Jesse, you closed what you said the other night with you would take this team against anyone at any time. Obviously, it starts 8-0. There are patches where you're consistently down 7 and bordered on double digits. Can you just talk about the effort and the grit that this team played with?
Yeah, I think the whole entire season we always have a second gear. We always can punch back. So I said it the other night, we're a very resilient team. So obviously NYU is a great team. We knew they were going to go on runs, but it's all about staying in it and punching back, and I think we did a really good job of that. We kept that lead, kind of around 10. It didn't really get much bigger than that through the course of the game. And we just kept fighting. That's what we always do. So, I think, like Coach said, we missed some shots, but our defense, we were getting stops. So it's one of the biggest things I love about this team is we have so much fight, and obviously we had a lot of new people on the team. So, just great to see from a young group having that much grit and determination to, be so resilient when a team is punching on you.
Jesse, you guys played 6 games. With the overtime games, it's 245 minutes. You played 225 of those 245 minutes. Are you tired? Where do you get the energy from?
I think being a senior, it's kind of your last opportunity to get to this. This is where we were working all season to get. And for me, after the Final Four last year, I was like, this is my last chance to make a run. So, I always say, we play the best when we have energy and we're having fun. So for me, being able to play, 40 minutes at a time, it's the hunger I had to get back here and, the energy my teammates filled me up with.
And Coach, one question for you. I've only been to a couple of your games, but you strike me as one of the toughest teams I've ever seen. You play a very small rotation. Your team plays fearlessly. How do you teach toughness?
Well, I think a lot of it is how we commit to each other and the goals we have. And I'm just a big believer that if we're going to come together and do something, we're going to do it all the way, and everything we do is intentional. We give of each other in such a unique way. The commitment across the board from the coaching staff to the assistant coaches to our players, it's real, it's genuine, it's organic, it's you can get the most out of a group when everyone is on the same page, wanting the same thing. And then there's the ability to push them, right? And get them to believe something that, consistently that I don't know if they would believe in otherwise, right? And I think belief mixed with habits and sort of the way we do things at Smith, the support we get, the investment from the school as a whole. There's a lot of gratitude, and there's a lot of community, and like we play for all of that, and when you're playing for people more than yourself, it pushes you and you're able to do more and achieve more. I just think this team really embodies that type of mindset. We're proud to wear Smith on our jerseys, and when we go out, we're gonna represent our school and the community who really invests in us through and through. Like it's gonna be a full 40-minute effort. But I will say, I'm looking at the stats, and they made 19 field goals, we made 19. They made 2 threes, we made 2 threes. We out-rebounded them on the ON. The foul line killed us. We were 1 for 3, they were 11 for 16. That's your 10-point swing, right? So, I think we need to be a little more aggressive to the rim, and, be able to generate some of those opportunities. Those are easy points, and we just didn't get those easy points tonight. But every other column, we had less, more assists. Like we did well in a lot of the categories we needed to do. So I love that we out-rebounded them. That's character. That's will and desire. Boards on a bigger team, right? So that's, that really embodies that type of fight that we're talking about. But, proud of this group. The other thing too is we're talking about a basketball game right now, and clearly it stings and hurts, and it's hard right now. This is a hard moment. Part of us being good is sitting in the mess of it, the hardness. That's part of how we grow and get better and learn. But the other part is that this group has experiences that they will always have together, and that's the gift of the game. It is the connection. It is the absolute giving of one another, to a level that allowed us to get here. And that's a lesson and an experience that our team will have forever, and they'll apply in other parts of their life. And so, we sit here and talk about the stats and the points and the offense, but when you zoom out, it's really about those other big pieces. And I know this team, they got it all. They really get what it means to be a team, to fight, to compete, and those are the things that will carry on past tonight. So, in terms of that, we came here to do that as well.
To that point, what are you going to remember about this group? And for Sophia and Jess, what are you going to remember about each other?
You want to go first? No. I'll go. What am I going to remember about this group? Well, we went to a Final Four last year, and we lost 3 starters, technically 4 because our 4th couldn't really play that much this year, right? But you get the experience of being, it's incredible. It's the biggest stage. You learn a lot about yourself, and you learn about what it takes to get back here. And what I'm most proud about is that we had a new group with a few veteran guards who played in that game, and we found a way back. And not only did we find a way back, we made it to the next step in the journey, which is the championship game. I think the mindset and the resilience to be able to do that, and the belief that we had in our own ability, that's what I'm most proud of. We didn't need any other storyline. We knew that we were capable of really good things because of the way we play basketball and because of the way we care for each other. And so I think those are, again, they're transferable parts of life that will extend into all these other, phases of who we are, what we're about, and will be carried on for the teams after these 2 leave. So they left the legacy, and that's what you ask from any group that's coming into your program, right? And they did it, and they did it really, really well. So that's what I'm most proud of.
just echoing off a coach, it's pretty amazing to put all these pieces together in basketball in 1 year. You know, pretty much half the team was new. But for me, it definitely has to be the culture piece and bringing together these people. You know, we are a really close team. We enjoy being around each other, and I think that's not always the case for all the teams. So that's something I'm going to remember, and it's really the joy that we had together and that we really invested in each other in this 1 year and really put it all out there for each other.
Yeah. It's the people. I think, like, you know, we're such a small group. We spend a lot of time together, but it's like off the court, we all want to be together too. Like, we're all best friends hanging out with each other all the time. So, you know, when you spend that much time with people, you really are family, and I think we really embody that. I know that's something we always have embodied in my, you know, past 5 years, including my gap year. So, like, that's part of it, and then it's also, like, the community piece of Smith. I think it's not just like the team or people, it's everybody that's rallied behind us over the past few years. It's just actually like amazing to see. So the people for sure.
Sierra, did you have a question?
Yeah. Hey Tom, you're up. Go ahead.
All right. I only got one left that wasn't asked. How big was the run to end that first quarter? Just kind of after they get out to that 8-0 start, just being able to kind of get your composure back, get back in that game, and you know, you really was never, you kept it close the whole way from that point on.
Yeah, you know, I think once we got to the second quarter, we really focused on our D until shots started falling. We were able to run a couple good sets right in the beginning of the second quarter. I think that gave us a little bit of a lift because we were able to generate some stops, right? And you know, it's momentum shifts, right, in small pockets throughout the course of the game, and we were just trying to package together 3 possessions at a time, and create enough of a shift in these little pockets to be able to, you know, close the gap, and we did, you know, and I think, you know, that was a goal heading into halftime. That was a goal in the second quarter, and that allowed us to kind of go in and try and make some adjustments and come out in the third with, you know, trying to figure out some better ways for us to get some good looks. So that's what we did going into the second and then at a half.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Thanks, Tom.
Coach Hersey, Sophia, Jesse, congratulations on a very well-played season. We wish the best for Smith College in the future. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you.